It's nothing. We welcome our esteemed guest speaker, Professor Munmun Malik. We welcome you, ma'am, and are honored to have you amidst us virtually. Professor Malik is Master's in Law and Fellowship PhD in Alliance University. She has many articles and paper publications to her credit. She is currently with NA Global Law School, specializing in intellectual property law. Madam, very happy and taking the positive. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much. I'll start this screen share. Give me a- Good afternoon. I hope so. My screen is visible and I'm audible.
Yes, madam. Loud and clear.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Give me a minute. Thank you so much, Dr. Sangeeta Shetty, ma'am. Good afternoon. I welcome you to the discussion on the topic named Intellectual Property Rights during COVID-19. I aim to provide the viewers an overview of the topic so that at the end of the discussion, the viewers can enlarge their knowledge in this area. So without any further wait, let's proceed with the discussion. The first concept which crosses our road is the concept of intellectual property. The intellectual property included various areas which were left out from the property laws in the Indian legislature due to its intangible nature. Thereby, thereby providing providing a brief understanding of the word intangible, which means that this kind of the property is unable to be touched or grasped or is not having any physical presence. Quickly moving on to the ingredients of the intellectual property rights, they are, as the viewers can view the image provided in the slide, it includes the design, that is any form of design which has been designed by an individual under the Designs Act 2000. Next, patent. The law which has been implemented for the protection of the patents is the Patents Act 1970. A definition can be provided for a better explanation of the term patent. A patent is granting of a property by a sovereign authority to an inventor. This grants provide the inventor exclusive right to the patented process, design, or invention, or for a designated period in exchange of a comprehensive disclosure of the invention. They are a form of incorporeal right. To provide a quick meaning of the term incorporeal right are the rights that can't be seen or touched but are still enforceable by law, usually referring to the intangible property. Therefore, the incorporeal rights and the intangible property are of similar nature. Next comes the authorship of the book, the novel or poem, which has been protected under the Act, that is the Copyright Act 1957. Now the question comes, what types of works are subject to copyright? Copyright ownership gives the owner the exclusive right to use the work with some exceptions. When a person creates an original work fixed in an intangible tangible medium, he or she automatically owns copyright to the work. Many types of works are eligible for the copyright protection. For example, audiovisual works such as the TV shows, movies, and online videos. Second comes the sound recording and the musical compositions. Third, the written works and the such as the lectures, the articles, the books, and musical composition. Visual records such as the paintings, the posters, and advertisements. Then comes the video games and the computer softwares. And lastly, the dramatic works such as the plays and musicals are also included under the umbrella of the copyright. Next comes the trademark protection, which is provided under the legislature, the Trademark Act 1999. A trademark is generally a word, phrase, symbol, or a design or a combination thereof that identifies and distinguishes the source of the goods of one party from the other. The next is the geographical indication, which is provided and protected under the legislature, that is named Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. Now the question comes that what is a geographical indication? A geographical indication is a sign used on the products that have a specific geographical origin and possesses quality of or a reputation that are due to that origin. In order to function as a geographical indication, a sign must identify a product as originating in a given place. In addition, the qualities, characteristics, or reputation of the product should be essentially due to the place of origin. Since the qualities depend on the geographical place of production, there is a clear link between the product and its original place of production. Therefore, these are the protection which is provided under the umbrella of the intellectual property. Now moving on to the next slide, which provides a connection between the intellectual property rights and COVID-19. Let's see. Now moving to the main issue related to COVID-19, which has affected the region. It has affected the region of the intellectual property rights. We'll now have a brief discussion on the question, that is, which intellectual property rights has been most affected by the occurrence of the COVID-19 in the era of 2020? The answer to this is patent. Now, in intellectual property rights include but are not limited to the rights arise from the patent, trademarks, copyright, trade secrets, know-how, and domain names and any other proprietary rights. Typically, companies either develop their own intellectual property rights and use them and license them to the other companies, or license certain intellectual property rights from the other third-party companies for their own use. Therefore, during the COVID-19 pandemic, when many employees are working remotely or potentially unsupervised, information is flowing more freely. Priorities are being reset on a daily basis and budgets are being tightened. The main challenge at this present time is not the access of vaccines, treatments, or cures for COVID-19, but the absence of the any approved vaccines, treatments, or cures to have access to. The policy focus of the government at this stage should not be therefore supporting science and innovation through a produce of vaccine, treatments, or cures. Therefore, the companies need to remain diligent in protecting the intellectual property rights and ensure their licenses are also protected by protecting their licensed intellectual property rights. Moving to the next slide, which explains the reason behind the loss of intellectual property rights. Let's see. The intellectual property rights, when get added to the present scenario of the COVID-19, leads to the loss of the intellectual property rights. The question which needs to be answered is how. The companies need to remain vigilant in their intellectual property practices to avoid or eliminate loss of intellectual property rights. Once companies resume having employees return to the offices, they do not want to be surprised to learn that they no longer have protection on some of their intellectual property, or even worse, that they have lost their certain intellectual property rights that they have licensed from their third parties, thereby no longer having use of those intellectual property rights in their ongoing business. Therefore, the loss of intellectual property rights can greatly impact the company's business. The next slide could provide a brief understanding of the concept of intellectual property rights. Let's understand the concept better. The intellectual property rights basically means that in legal rights which results from the intellectual property activity in the industrial fields, the scientific fields, the literary fields, and the artistic fields. Intellectual property rights safeguards creators and produce intellectual goods and services. Intellectual property rights grants time limit rights to control their use. Therefore, this explanation provides a overview of what is meant by the intellectual property right. In the next slide, the impact of the intellectual property right, specifically in the arena of patent, has been discussed. The main challenge at the present time is not the access of vaccines, treatments, or cures for the COVID-19, but the absence of any approved vaccines, treatments, or cures to have access to. The policy focus of the government at this stage should not therefore be on supporting science and innovation that will produce a vaccine, treatments, or cures. In respect of the access, the first task is to identify the barriers to the access. Many barriers to access exist, such as the lack of manufacturing capacity for vital medical suppliers or equipment, impediments to the movement of such supplies and equipments across border, import duties, lack of internal transportation and delivery mechanisms, and the lack of adequate health systems and infrastructure. These obstacles need to be addressed by the government. The intellectual property may also constitute a barrier to access if innovation produces effective results and if countries are not able to obtain the innovation on an appropriate, affordable terms. In this regard, the provisions exist in national and international levels to facilitate access where intellectual property is a barrier. The application of this provision should be targeted and time bound. In other words, related specifically to be demonstrated intellectual property barriers to access in the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, and bearing in mind that without innovation there will be nothing to have access to. In cultural and creative sector, exceptions and limitations exist in intellectual property system. To facilitate access in certain circumstances and under certain conditions to books and publications and any other kind of creative content. Such a creative content have a vital role into play for the distribution of the data, the information, knowledge that may be essential for an innovation or for dealing with the adverse conditions or confinement and lockdown necessarily imposed in the response of the COVID-19 crisis. The exercise of this flexibility in this relation to the COVID-19 crisis should be targeted the lack of access and limited to the purpose of remedifying, such as the lack of access for the duration of the crisis. It should be noted that many rights holders across the world have voluntarily taken steps through innovative licensing arrangements and other measures to provide a free access to vast quantities of relevant content during the crisis. Moving to the next slide, which discussed about the 5 key areas where the loss of the intellectual property rights could arise during the COVID-19. The 5 key areas where the loss of the intellectual property rights could rise during the COVID-19. The first is intellectual property agreements could be terminated for failure to maintain obligations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, employers are focusing on getting the work done and using tools at their disposal when working from home. Employees may likely not be focusing on maintaining agreement obligations as certain protocols and procedures are generally in place, and if they were working from their office setting. Second, fast tracking was new intellectual property licensing. The intellectual property licensing, the development, the supply, manufacturing, distribution, and other intellectual property related agreements to meet COVID-19 demands without a focus on the intellectual property terms. Third is the loss of trade secret protection. When appropriate security measures are not put in place to maintain the confidentiality and secrecy of information when employees of license are working remotely during this COVID-19 pandemic. Failure to enforce intellectual property. Then the fourth is the failure to enforce intellectual property infringement matters that comes to the company's attention during this pandemic, since employees are working remotely and may have limited resources and capabilities. The last point is bankruptcy of either a licensor or the licensee. Therefore, these are the five key areas where the loss of intellectual property rights could rise during the COVID-19. Next, moving to the next slide, which is about the proactive measures that can be taken into consideration while minimizing the risks of loss. The proactive measures that can be taken today to minimize the risks of loss. The first is employees and supervisors should keep in a constant communication with the legal department regarding the development of ideas or any kind of inventions, whether it's through for the protection should be sought prior to any disclosure being made, because any kind of disclosure, if it is if it is there, then it can cause a loss of patent rights in certain countries. Second point is monitor intellectual property infringement issues and work with the intellectual property litigation council. This is done because in order to determine appropriate mechanisms to ensure enforcement rights are not lost during the time. The third is for the fast track of the intellectual property arrangements that they needed to be entered during this pandemic, so the opportunities are not lost, considering the minimizing the intellectual property, such as the licensing of the rights on a short-term basis. They can just cut down the licensing term because of this pandemic situation, or allowing ownership rights to be individually owned for any development work, or allowing for the terms to be negotiated at a later date. Like they can just renegotiate a later date for that purpose, for licensing their rights. The next point is a review of all the intellectual property agreements. The intellectual property agreements include the licenses, the joint ownership, the joint development and research agreements, which should be performed at the earliest for maintaining obligations to keep agreements in force. So during this review, determine which obligations can be delayed to the force majeure and what requirements are needed during and after the force majeure period. So what is a force majeure? It is defined as an unenforceable, forcible circumstances that prevent someone from fulfilling a contract. So we can say that a force majeure clause can be implemented during this COVID-19 situation in order to delay the payments. Next point is ensure any royalty payments. The ensure any royalty payments are actually for the continuing to be made or consider alternate payments arrangements if needed to be avoid the termination of the agreement and the loss of the licensed intellectual property rights. The next is to review bankruptcy obligations in the agreement and prepare for intellectual property issues for that may develop. There is a high likelihood that certain companies such as the vendors, the suppliers, the distributors, and the like may enter bankruptcy during the COVID-19 pandemic or even shortly thereafter. The seventh point is to provide constant reminders to the employees and contractors to be aware of the protection to be observed when using any confidential information to avoid unintentional loss of the intellectual property. Like the laws such as like what steps they can take. The first step they can do the shredding the documents that include confidential information rather than throwing away in a trash or recycle. Then they can refrain from using any personal email IDs to transmit their work documents. Then they can saving information only. They should save the information whatever they are doing for the company in the company storage systems only, and using only company computers if available for to perform the work. Then avoiding using unsecured sites while sharing the documents, and evaluating the teleconference application being used to communicate with others, especially with respect to the confidential and proprietary information. So these are the few steps which has been taken by the companies in order to uh, be safe in the site for protecting the intellectual property. Therefore, during the COVID-19 pandemic, where many people are working alone at home, people tend to work in a similar manner as if they were working at work and not realize that some of the pitfalls when working in a different setting. Then, coming to the conclusion of the topic, as the pandemic continues, organizations around the world are grappling with the intellectual property implication associated with encouraging the rapid distribution of the personal protective equipment and the development of pharmaceutical treatments to help fight COVID-19. So increasing the public attention is also being directed to to misconduct associated with some of these efforts, such as price gouging, which means that to overcharge the personal protective equipment or distribution of fake or ineffective products. So, as we know that during the COVID-19 situation, like pandemic situation, there is an urgent need of the personal protective equipment, which is like an equipment like it provides a kit kind of a product where all the requirements the to be safe in the COVID-19 situation has been provided, and therefore there can be a situation where there is a fake distribution of such an product. In this alert, we review recent initiatives promoting the donation of intellectual property rights that entitles may use in connection with their effort to combat COVID-19 situation related pending legislation, which has been on the process, and have some entities using trademarks law to combat with the what they regard as gouging for the personal protective equipment and false marketing of the coronavirus testing kits. So there has been a situation where the kits has been overcharged or a fake distribution has been done. Therefore, I could like to conclude the session by providing a quote. That is, we will now start seeing some solid innovation. It's under intense pressure that diamonds are formed. It's by Anisha Singh, a founding partner of She Capital. Like as the quote says that if there is a pressure only, then some kind of new innovation can come out, like as the diamonds are formed. I hope that I have done justice to the topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. But a lot to take home and take to the office also. Could I have the questions that need to be put forth to Madam Mohan?
Yes, ma'am.
Could we have it?
Ma'am, the questions are already there.
So would you like to answer them right away?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure,
Okay,
ma'am. And
thank
if
you.
any other questions are there, then the link is there in the slide. I'll just click the link and you can just post your questions if you want. Whoever
That's
wants to post a question. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
over to
Like
the
questions.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah, Uday, tomorrow's presentation and can we take one or two questions, Uday? Please see how the time is set.
Yes, sir, we can take.
Can we take questions, Mr. Kumar, or are we calling it a day?
No, we can take questions. We
Ma'am,
have a few minutes.
one or two questions we can take, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
One or two questions we can go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Munmun ma'am, are you reading the chat or you want us to post the question?
No, sir, anything will be fine, sir. Sir, actually, like my laptop got hang most probably.
Okay.
Like you can just send me the question. I'll answer it accordingly.
There is a question which says procedures to be followed in patent modification.
Yes. Like what is the question? Like procedures. Like there are the procedure. Like the person wants to know what are the
Procedure.
procedures
Yes, yes, yes.
in filing a patent, right?
And modification of patent. Yeah, filing modifications of patent.
In a patent for patent filing, there are many procedures are there. There are two steps for filing the patent application. Like there is a provisional and there is a complete application. Like provisional is the first step where the patent is the person who is inventing is going for like they and can provide the specifications. Like it will be a provisional one. It may change after some time. And the complete one is the complete specification is the document where the whole specification is there and all the steps are mentioned how the person has came to that specific patent product. So now coming to the question is the modification of the question. The person can come with the modification. Suppose like if a person is making a phone device, it's a mobile device, then he is coming with a specification that he wants to change, like the way the battery input should be there. Like it should not be a cover, it should be a slide should be there. Then that modification should be done within a period. An application may be filed for that same, and the same procedure will be there as it is there for filing a normal procedure. Like the complete specification, like a previous will be the provisional one if any modifications is there. But a note is there that this 20 years time period is there for uh, 20 years period is there for the patent product. Like he can be the owner of the patent. During that period only he can file. That after that it will become a public, like it will be in the public domain. So can I get I hope that I have done justice to the question. Can I get the next question, sir? If it is there.
One minute. Let me just check. Can copyright be transferred from one owner to other? Okay, I'm sorry. We just have 5 minutes. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I think we just have 5 minutes for the meeting to end. Madam, if you can quickly answer the question, can copyright transfer from one owner to other? I think Shetty madam, we lost Munmun madam. She's not online, I think.
That way, it seems that way. Maybe there's a network issue.
Yes, yes.
But I can
Maybe you
wait
can.
for a minute. We can get her back.
I think we are short of time. It will be over anytime now. Yeah, so you can
So I
conclude.
wind up on this note saying thank you to the organizers, Mr. N.C. Bipindra ji, Chairman Law and Society Alliance, and Advocate Kumar Vedana, entire tireless team. It had been an eye-opening session, lots to learn, take home, and take it to a office also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, participants, and many questions were answered.
Yeah, Uday, tomorrow we have Kick the Corona. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, Kick the Corona by Dr. G.S. Kailash. He is joining from Chennai. The timing would be 3 p.m. to 3:50. That
Okay.
will be the event on Wednesday.
Correct. Correct.
Kick the Corona. He's a very good speaker, and it's going to be very humorous also.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that you can inform the participants.
Mr. Kumar, doctors are in demand today. It is something to look forward to.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sangeeta, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Uday, you can wind up. Officially, you can wind up, Uday.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
madam. Thank you, Kumar sir. Bye.